first, and then we all just going to take a turn. We're going to have some fun today. We're going to do a little and help them scale their businesses. And tonight, I want to bring on two special ladies that's special to me that I've worked with and for a long time to give you guys some nuggets. So I want y'all to introduce yourselves.
I'll start off. Hi, my name is Stephanie. Like Coach Mila said, we have known each other, been business partners, good friends, family for a long time. Um, just a little bit about myself. I started off in this um, financial literacy maybe about 6, 7 years ago, where I met Coach Mila as well as a lot of other great mentors like Coach T. Anthony Money. And it has been phenomenal.
Terica, introduce yourself. Like, give us a backstory. Who y'all are, where y'all come from. Not just, I just want to know, like, how did you get in this space?
So, guys, my name is Terica Williams Store. I have been, knowing these ladies here for over 6 years now. So just a little bit about me. So how I got into this space, I would have been in corporate America for over 25 years. And and I knew that I wanted more, I needed more. And so I knew that whatever I wanted to start, that it was going to start with my personal credit. And so I said, well, in order for me to be able to help other people, I need to help myself first. So I started working on my own personal credit, and joined a community of others to help me improve it, my credit score, learn the fundamentals of financial literacy and what it means and what the impact will be in myself for my life, and building out my own credit profile for the next level of the things that I want to do in life, because I started with my personal and now it ended into the business, and we're going to get more into that a little bit later. But it has been a journey over the last 6 years. My life has not been the same since. I'm so excited, guys. But that's a little bit about me. Back to you, Coach Mila. Thank you so much for having me.
So thank you, thank you. Listen, guys, whether you are just starting out, are you trying to scale your business, are you just trying to see yourself get to the next level and get that bag? We're going to drop some nuggets today. I bought two incredible queens, Stephanie and Terica, and we're going to dive right into it. So I want to talk about a little bit. I'll talk a little bit about my credit journey. Last month, I think I got on here and I talked about how I had a 785 credit score, and my mortgage company, they told me that my credit, not my credit, but they told me that my payment was on time and everything was cool and great, right? But then when it reported to the credit bureau, it said it was late. So that 785, it actually went down from like, because they said it was a 3 day late, right? So it went down from a 785 to around to a 620, all in a matter of 2 days of what they said. I had to call my banks, and I told people whoever wanted to follow me on that journey, because I knew I was going to get that fixed. I had to call people, write letters, do all this stuff, and they updated the file. But even though updating the file, they took me down like over 100 points, and now I'm back up to like maybe a 685. But they took it down to a 620. So everything is updated, and you can work really, really hard on something, and there it is overnight. So I just want to go into that. I just wanted to share that story with you guys for whoever was a part of, when I say anybody want to join my journey, because I'm going to change this. So I just wanted to share that because I got an update over this weekend about how my credit report got updated. So the late payment is removed, but we still here. So I want to ask Stephanie, why does personal credit matter so much to us business owners?
Well, let me give it back to you, Coach Mila. Once again, you are a phenomenal woman, business owner, as well as mentor and mindset coach. Um, Thank you so much for allowing me to come on this platform. Personal credit is personal credit is king. You know, in the neighborhoods, in your life, you think money is king because we work every day, 9 to 5. You almost can buy anything you want. But in actuality, credit is what gives you what you want. And especially to lenders, because The better credit score you have as far as personal, is the better is it would be more available funds for you. So the better credit score, the more money that'll be available for funding.
Absolutely. So what is what is some things that people can do to basically get ready for funding or fix their personal credit?
One of the things you can do to get ready and fix your personal credit is to work on your credit, and that's every day. You want to make sure that you have a great payment history, how well you paying your bills on time, making sure you don't have any late payments. You know, you can miss one payment and that credit score could drop 100 points.
Yeah.
Just like you said. And then utilization, a lot of times, we may get a card and like, oh, wait, especially in our 20s, we're like, okay, I got $200 credit limit, 300. But it's not just that small amounts, it's also the high amounts too, because you want to make sure that you're using less than 30% of utilization of whatever loan amount or credit amount you have. But more importantly, we suggest that you
Sorry, my
use
phone's
10%.
moving.
Using that 10%, guess what? If you went over $1, guess what? You don't have to worry about it because you were nowhere near the 30%. And then your credit history. You want to make sure your credit history and the length of credit. You could be 20 years old. The length of credit is totally different from someone 50 years old. You want to make sure that you have a great, good length of credit because lenders know that they can depend on you and you have the history of good credit.
So what you're saying is some of the key things is basically you want to work on keeping your I'm sorry, the utilization down, the
Correct?
length of credit, and what was the other one you said?
Your payment history.
And your payment history.
Yes, your
So
payment history.
okay, so my payment history, I know what that is because, like I just shared, the late
Hmm.
payment. So the utilization, when you say 10%, so when I was younger, I used to pay my credit cards all the time on time, right? But I never understood like when people would say maybe your credit's messed up or your utilization is high. I was like, well, I'm paying it down, but I didn't understand that it had a what is it called? The statement closing date. How does that
Yes.
work?
So the statement closing date is the date that the account is closed, but it's not the payment date. And so
Mm-hmm.
you can make that payment, but if you make it after the statement date, then you want to make sure that it's before the statement date, but you're making it on time.
Okay. Yeah, because I used to didn't understand it. I'm like, I'm paying everything on time. Why is it not showing or reflecting or any of that stuff? So, what do you think is the number one mistake that, like, when people try to fix their credit themselves? Because I tell people that they can fix their credit themselves, but sometimes we don't know certain things. So, what is one of your ideas of the number one mistake that people make when fixing their own credit?
I think the number one mistake that people make when fixing their own credit is paying off collections. Because you
Mm-hmm.
have to understand that once your account goes to collections, they don't even owe it anymore. It's gone to collections. So you don't owe that money. Now, I would suggest that you don't even pay it because you don't owe it, and get proof that it doesn't belong to that creditor anymore.
Okay, so the number one mistake, guys, listen, what she's saying is once the debt hits the collections, someone else has bought the debt and you can get that removed from your credit report.
Yes.
That's what she is saying. Okay, cool. So, Terica, what is the perfect credit profile for someone that's trying to get business funding?
Well, the perfect foundation for business credit, what that looks like is, you actually want to make sure that you have the right structure in place. You want to make sure you have your LLC, your EIN, your business bank account, your email, your phone number, professional phone, professional email, professional address. You want to make sure you have the basics of that already built into the foundation of building
Mm-hmm.
your business credit. And then the
And
tools
hold
that
on,
you,
listen, guys, if that is not set up, just know the Bulletproof Entrepreneur, not our group mentorship, but our academy. We got all
yes.
of those things. So if you're not in this academy, we just basically we teach off of what has happened to us already in the past, and we put everything in this academy to help you not make the same mistakes. So we help you with all of those things that she named, setting up the right profile, meaning the EIN, the LLC, becoming bankable, opening up the bank accounts, DUNS, and so on. So if you're not in already in the Bulletproof Biz Academy, you may want to join. I'm going to have somebody put it in the link below. I'm sorry. I just wanted to let them know
Oh
that that's
yeah,
out there.
absolutely,
Yes, yes,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Because
Thumbs up.
and just to piggyback off of that, the Bulletproof Biz Academy, it's going to it provides you a roadmap from everything that I just stated, from start to finish, to get that foundation set up correctly, getting that DUNS number, getting that NAV account, because those two keys right there, the DUNS number and the NAV account, is actually how your business credit score is going to be set up and established. So you want to get that, in place. And
Yes.
then you want to move now into the vendors, adding the trade lines,
Okay.
to your business credit profile that is going to be reportable to the business credit bureaus in order for you to be able to now have a business credit score.
Got you, got you. So, um, just I know you introduced yourself a little bit and your background in the credit personal side because credit and funding is two different sides, right?
Right. So absolutely. So, so with the personal and the business, they're two different games.
Mm-hmm.
So the personal is everything about you personally that you're building out reflective of you. But your business credit is everything about your business and what you're establishing with your business. So in the beginning, you don't want to use your social security number, in order to build out your business credit score. You want to start
Mm-hmm.
using your EIN. Your EIN is now the SSN.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, because it is a nine
Yes.
digit number. So
Right.
EIN, ITIN, and SSN. Those numbers they be
Absolutely.
asking to be the same. Okay, all right. So, what's one of your I don't know, like a story that you were struggling with credit that you overcame?
Well, I actually did not understand how credit cards worked.
Mm-hmm.
Like you guys were stating earlier, and that was one of my biggest downfalls. I had all of these credit cards maxed out, didn't understand anything about the
Mm-hmm.
utilization. And so just not knowing that, and then finding out a credit hack with the credit cards, being able to, like, for instance, my credit card payment was $100 a month, but I paid $50, 10 days after the closing date of my credit card statement, and then 3 days before the actual payment due date, I paid the other 50. So it looked like I made two payments on that account, but in actuality, it was one. I just split up my payment into two. But then during that 6 months, it looked like I made 12 payments versus six. So then when they came back and reviewed my credit card for a credit line
Yeah.
increase,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
then it made me eligible to get a credit line increase for a more significant amount of money than what I had before. I went from a $300 line, credit, card limit to a $2,000 one, and that was from a secure, a secure card. I'm
Unsecured
sorry,
card.
a
Yep.
secure card to unsecured, getting tongue tied, and so that was a game changer. Just learning that credit hack, and it bumped up my credit score significantly. So just
Okay.
learning that and learning how to keep, my credit usage under, 10% or less, that was a game changer. And I have shared this with so many people, and it's helped a lot of people.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I hear that. So I'm gonna ask Stephanie a question, but before I asked you what was one of your challenges, Remind me of a credit builder. Like, what kind of credit builder can a person use on their personal credit too, if you don't have any credit at all, right? So let's say I live in a house with my mom, and I don't know, I got a car note. What are some of the credit
Yes.
builders that can help my personal credit profile to get over there in a space that Tara could help us with? Stephanie, is she there?
Oh, I'm sorry. Listen, I thought maybe okay, so I apologize for that. But listen, one of the ways that you can build your credit with some of the credit builder um, companies, you could use Ava.
Okay.
And I believe we dropped Ava in the account. I mean, in the chat. Ava
Mm-hmm.
is one of the credit builder um, companies that you could use your credit to actually report on your credit report, the credit bureaus, and it will add two premium trade lines. Also, one of the ones that I personally used was Credit Karma. I went into Credit Karma, used it. I had been living at my home for 20 years.
Is
Actually,
that Credit
32.
Karma or
Uh, Rental
credit?
Karma. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Rental Karma.
Uh-huh.
But I have used Credit Karma in the past. So there are a lot of different companies that you could utilize for rent reporting. And so before I became a homeowner, I did do rent reporting with Credit Karma as well as Rental Karma. And with that Rental Karma, I actually was able to report 20 years, the length of credit,
Mm-hmm.
the 20 years on my credit report. So it goes all the way back to 1994, almost. And
Okay.
so not only do you have the credit cards like Ava, and we dropped that in the chat, you also have Rent a Karma, and I believe we dropped that in the chat too. But you want to utilize these. That's why it's so important to get into resources. And I would suggest the Biz Academy because so many of us don't have resources out here to have those links or information in front of you to move forward. A lot of times you just go off of what you know. But how about
Absolutely.
proven results and proven resources that you could say, hey, I got
Got
I
it.
got the bullet.
So
I
I
got the
got it. So
bulletproof.
if so I'm building my on my personal credit. Basically you're saying don't if it goes into collections, don't try to pay that off. And that in that moment I should do what? Do you get in your program or what
Yes.
okay.
Go ahead. No,
Okay,
finish.
so I can get in your program. You can help me fix those things, and then the other parts that I'm working on is my utilization that is active and making sure that I got credit building accounts.
Yes, you could get into our Biz Academy and
Okay,
utilize
okay,
that.
okay, okay.
Yes,
Cool.
you can.
So yeah, I hear that. It's in Biz Academy, or she's actually having helping people do it, fixing their own, walking them through the steps to fix your own personal credit so that you can get the funding that you need if you're a business owner out there or just climbing the ladder as a CEO. However, all of those things still you got to fix.
Yes.
Another thing that's in the Biz Academy is working on the mindset. It's hard to get to the money mind if you don't fix the mind. So everything, how I said
Absolutely.
this is 95% mindset, 5% strategy.
Yes, it is.
So I know we can blow up on y'all, give y'all all these nuggets, tell y'all what to do, and then we get off this live and they say, "What did they say again?"
Right.
So
Yeah.
start with your mind. So Terica,
Yes.
you are the expert in fixing the business profiles and getting us the funding, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so I just want to rerun this for the people that may been confused or doing something or just now getting in. The perfect business credit profile so that I can get prepared for funding is what again?
Is setting up your LLC,
Mm-hmm.
your EIN, getting your business bank account, that professional email, professional phone number, and your business address.
Got you. Got you. Got you. Got you. And having everything fixed on my personal credit, right?
Absolutely. And one thing about it, there's a myth out there. Some people feel like that they have to work on fixing their personal credit first. And
Hmm.
then once they're done fixing their personal credit to a certain level, then they can start working on their business credit. Well, that's absolutely not true. If you have less than perfect credit and you are able to not only start working on your personal credit, but you can start working on your business credit all at the same time and getting that build out. And what will help you in the beginning with that, if you're having to go that route, is some of the net 30 vendors, like Quill, Uline, Granger.
Hmm.
Those are some net 30 accounts that you actually want to monitor. They're actually, actively reporting, those payments to the business credit bureaus, and you'll be able to build, without your personal, guarantee. Because in the beginning, if your personal guarantee doesn't look good, you definitely got to get with a professional to start working on your business, your personal credit.
Got you. So listen, y'all. Listen. I know I'm going live to, and if y'all want to ask anything, make sure y'all put it in this chat right now, and we can answer it live at you, or later on we can come back if you want to DM us any questions that you have. You need to put it in the comment section so that we can answer the questions, because we coming on here live, but sometimes our lives are more like master classes so that we can engage together. And this live right now, I feel like it's more like a master class, because credit, money, any of that, credit is just not a number. It's a tool. It is a tool that we can use to fund stuff. Funding is just not for the rich, or just for your white uncle or rich uncle or whatever over there. It's for the people that is ready, and you got to get ready, and you got to get it started. You have to start on it. If you don't start on it, it'll never happen for you. So listen, this is a master class. Make sure y'all drop in y'all questions, or just any thoughts that's happening in your mind in this chat. Make sure. Let me see if anybody said
Absolutely.
anything.
And
Um,
I like to say, Coach Mila, you know, whew, I never thought about my credit till I needed to think about it. Back in 2019, I was being a full-time caregiver with my mom. Her health had started taking challenges, and I wasn't even thinking about my credit. I
okay.
wish I had the Biz Academy. And I encourage so many people, because at that time I had to search social media like, oh, I heard that person talking about credit. I heard this person talk about credit.
It's like a
What I
puzzle.
gotta
You putting things together, but some
right.
stuff is misconcepting, and because I know what you're saying. Like, I definitely know what
Myths
you're
and
saying.
facts. Myths and
Yeah.
facts. And
Yeah, they
Yes.
then
might just give you this little thing and pull you in, and next
mhm,
thing you know, you're like, this wasn't right.
that's right.
This wasn't right. Why do I got this business in Philadelphia?
Right.
Somebody left that in
Yes.
there. So, so listen, y'all. If you want to fix your personal credit, if you want to get your mindset right, if you're trying to set up your business and funding, I definitely recommend you getting with these ladies. Stephanie, where can they follow you at?
They can follow me at Stephanie Bell on Facebook, and follow me on Instagram, Stephanie underscore Bell underscore official underscore page.
Okay, that's the Bulletproof Biz Academy. Terica, where can they find you at?
So, guys, you can find me at Terica Williams Store on Facebook, and on Instagram, it is Terica_Williams_official.
There y'all have it. Listen, my name is Mila. I'm a mindset money making machine coach to help you unlock that. Y'all know where to
Yes,
follow me at. And if y'all don't, listen, my Instagram is mylove2004. My Facebook is my hall. Y'all can go and look at all the stuff that y'all need, or join the Bulletproof Biz Academy. I want to apologize to you guys for my voice. It is a little hoarse, but I said I was going to get on this live and do this with these ladies, and
thank you.
be here. So
Yes.
I
Thank you
thank
so
you guys
much.
for joining. I thank for everybody that's a part of it, rocking with us. And if you got any questions or anything, I want you to DM us or go to any of those links, and we'll make sure we get your questions answered.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Bye,
Thank
guys.
you. Bye bye,